What is up, YouTube? On my way to destroy and acquire some big legs. Yeah, we're headed to the gym, getting some nice leg workouts. I love leg. Honestly, I like leg days a little bit more than my upper body days. One, because it's very simplistic. I've never really done too many crazy things for leg. Well, I used to do a lot of like hack squats, Smith machines. I mean, you name it. Calf raise. I love doing calf races, at least standing or seated, depending on if your gym has it. The gym that I'm headed to, they only have like a Smith machine, so I like to do standing calf raise and probably like 6 sets of like 10 to 15 reps, give or take. And believe me, that's gonna keep your calf sore. I believe a good leg development. I don't believe it's just, good legs are with good defined quads, glutes, and really big or defined calves for sure. And I think a lot of people have, striated quads or hamstrings, but they just, for whatever reason, forget to do calves. And I get it. Calves, well, actually, I don't get it because I love to train calves. And to help you do that, I train them in the beginning. So warm up my legs. I try to put some heavy load on there and train my calves first in the workout, and then I follow with the rest of the. But yeah, the reason why I love legs is because I literally stick with barbell squats. There was a time where I would stray away from it and my legs just weren't as strong and as beefy, and that's because of injuries or whatnot. But the reason of those injuries were because I was practicing very bad warm-ups and very bad technique. I started watching a lot of powerlifting videos, the bracing, which you'll see today, and I really just I like to practice that same mentality as from a powerlifting standpoint, whether it's bracing, the squat depth, going very low, controlling every single rep, breathing, bracing, all that good stuff, and putting mind muscle connection to the quads. And I honestly would do probably almost 10 sets of squats, right? Now, granted, I like to do RPT, which is reverse pyramid training. So you start with the top set, right? That's your first set, and it's between 4 to 6 reps that you're trying to hit a weight with, right? Today, we're gonna try to hit 280. So that is the mission, that is the goal. 280 for 4 reps, clean 4 reps, right? I use a belt and I use knee sleeves. Pretty minimalistic as far as my approach to training legs. So I'll do about 2 to 3 warm-up sets, really, right? It's usually with the bar or 135. Then we'll go to 185 and then 225, right? Especially if I'm hitting that upper part. And each set I'm doing about 3 to 4 reps, right? I'm trying to mimic what my top set's going to be. I'm trying to visualize, okay, cool. So 185, even though it's 135, excuse me. I'm trying to visualize whatever this weight feels like, right? It's going to be light. I'm visualizing that the weight of 285 or 280 or 275, whatever it is, right? It's that warm up that I just did, right? The way I brace, whether it's bench press or squat, I'm trying to mimic what the top set's going to be, right? I don't go there and just kind of squat, and then cool. No. I'm like, cool, this is 135, but I'm imagining that it's 300 plus pounds. And I'm basically, visualizing the cues and everything that I'm trying to do in that set, basically. So bracing, I'm trying to align up my foot and then go down, right? So I really try to mimic. So if you were to basically have the camera set up and then you were to cut, basically, the only thing that would change, really, right, is going to be the weight. The form, the depth that I squat to is going to be exactly the same. So I really try to mimic that for each squat or each set. So by the third warm-up set, I take a 3-minute break, and then boom, I go right into my working set. And then I bring the weight down to so I do the top set, and then do 225, 3 sets, maybe 4 sets, again, depending on my energy levels. And then I drop it down back to a plate, and I do another 3 sets, right? So that's already 6 sets plus the 9. So yeah, about 9, 10 sets that I do just for barbell squats, right? If I bring it back down for 3 sets of 12 or 15 for 135, again, I'm focusing on slow controlling and just burning out those quads and the glutes. By the time I'm done with that, I'm completely drenched in sweat. I'm dead, right? And then I do some RDLs or lying leg curls, depending again what the gym has. If they don't, this one does not have a lying leg curl or seated curl, so I do RDLs, right, to really maximize the glutes, and then spam leg extensions for the quads, and then do another set of calf races, like two sets of like 10 or 15 calf races, and that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure I could probably do leg press. I don't see the need to do leg press or anything like that. Maybe split squats, right? To make sure my whole leg is getting worked out. But I think the amount of sets that I'm doing with the barbell squats and the intensity and the volume that I bring to barbell back squats, you know, I don't know. It's been working for me so far. My legs are pretty decent, right? Pretty decent. I'm pretty sure there's obviously room for improvement. And that comes with just adding, you know, more weight to the bar and dialing in my nutrition to lean up. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go in. And again, pre-workout of the day, Bum Favage, 6 grams L-citrulline, 300 milligrams of caffeine with a little bit, was it 2 scoops of creatine hydrochloride that I put in here. It's very like a little microdose. If you guys know the Concrete brand, I put it in here. So I got my creatine for the day to help me with my strength. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, don't forget. Oh, also too, if you guys are, you know, wanting this, or I have the other, the tub of pre-workout, use my code RJ. That will obviously give me some commission and give you guys a discount on pre-workouts. They all taste delicious. I have the raspberry lemonade, which perfect for summer, or honestly perfect for any time of the day. You know, it's really nice, especially if you got crushed ice with you. Delicious. But yeah, enough of me yapping. I've been here for a minute, and yeah, let's go. What's up? All right, guys. Things first. I already warmed up by the bar, or with the bar. Now we're gonna warm up with the plate. Like I said in the car, we're just the next part. So we're coming in here. Oh, get tight. Suck in the glutes. Brace. Pretty good. So next one, we're gonna go up to 185. Again, 4 reps. Just focusing on my breathing, depth, and then once we hit 2 plates, we'll strap on the knee sleeves and the belt to what's the word? Engage more of that bracing. And then after that, we're on our way to 285. Or yeah, 280. In between, I like to get, obviously, stretching. Me, I'm already, as you can see, sweating. So it does not take that much with the warm up and my working sets to, you know, start dripping in sweat. But again, if you're doing this correctly, I'm telling you, 6 sets of barbell squats going to get you going. So same thing. Get that tight up there. Brace. Engage. And one more. All right, we're gonna rest. Probably like 2-3 minutes. Slap on 205 or 225, and then take another 3-minute break. 280. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Alrighty. I'm contemplating if I should do 280 or 285. What do you think? Should I just attempt 285 to get 4 reps? Now we'll do 280. So we got 275, and then 2.5s, which is 5 pounds, makes it 280. We're going for 4. 4 reps. Let's go, baby. Stu, come on. Oh, come on, 3. Come on. Up, up. Holy shit. Whew. That was very shitty. Holy fuck. I don't know. I'd have to play that back, but it didn't feel as deep. The first 2 reps were good. Third one was and that fourth one, good God. Well, because of this, or the way at least I feel with this, I think I'm gonna hover between 250 and 260 and flirt with that weight range for a bit before I go any higher to 285, because at least for me personally, yeah, I'm feeling like I'm using everything, my back, my fucking legs, which I know, but I mean like lower back, which I don't want to get injured, which means if I need to strengthen my quads up more, then so be it. That means I'll just have to stick with that. Like I said, master that weight, probably like I said, 245. It's a little heavier than 225 than I used to, but just condition my quad muscles because yeah, like I said, we're gonna play that back, but I just felt like that was nasty. That was just not appropriate at all. Okay, I replayed that actually, and the depth was good. I think it was just my mentally, I was like struggling. But looking back over, it broke parallel for sure. It was just, just obviously not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. So I think it's just me being a bitch. But that was actually good. So I'll take the W on that. But like I said, I think I'm still gonna stick around the 240 range, and just get my quads stronger. We'll probably do that for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then we'll either attempt 280 again, but try to hit obviously more reps, or depending on how cocky or egotistical I feel that day, we'll go 285 for 4 reps. So that's the timer. Time to get back to squats. Oh, fuck. 6. 2 more sets of 6. Then we drop it down to 135. Yo. Weird. Not sure why I turned off. All right. So we got 4 sets of 12 for standing calf raise. Usually there's a machine, right, with like on the shoulders. You can just kind of do this, or like I said, they don't have a seated one here, so you can do like I've seen people do heavy dumbbells, put them on your knees, like seated, and you just kind of lift them. But because they have a Smith machine, I'm just gonna, like I said, 4 to 5 sets of 12, just really annihilate the fucking calves, because there's a lot of people with small calves. So right after we're doing squats, like I said, we do calves. All right, so like this, raise, down, raise, down, very slow, controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we got the iPhone set up right now. Again, hopefully you can hear me. So we finished calves. I got 2 more sets of leg extensions and barbell RDLs. So pretty simple with these. Just raise it up and control it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew, fuck. That burns. Whew. Usually at this point of the workout, I'm dead. As you can tell, I'm drenched in sweat. You know, from doing the heavy squats, lots of sets, and trying to put all my focus and effort in calves. That pretty much I call this detail work, right? You know, we're doing leg extensions to focus on the quads, and we're doing some RDLs, focus on those hamstrings and glutes. 3. I think it's 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. Sometimes after legs, again, depending on my mood or whatnot, my traps are okay, right? Decent. You pretty much get enough trap workout, at least with reverse flies and upper back. But I feel like it. I do some shrugs, you know, thinking up that neck, thinking up that traps, you know, get a nice complete look. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, legs, super simple. Squats, calf raises, leg extensions, RDLs. I think if you just spam those, you can build a pretty decent physique. And like I said, there's not a lot of machines here, or there's no line leg curl or seated leg curl, so I have to do RDLs, right? RDLs are, some may say more preferable because it's free weight, you're not seated, and by doing this, you're helping the spinal erectors, right, your lower back, giving that nice thickness, right, and you're controlling it, right? So you're controlling not only on your core and your back, but you're controlling that weight. Whereas if I was in a seated leg curl, I'm just seated down and I'm just doing this bullshit, right? Some may argue that's more effective. I like the RDLs. All right, old school guys used to do it before there's machines, right? So, but leg extensions definitely come in handy, obviously for the quad development, as you guys can slightly see. And then calf raises, man, to help out with that lower portion. And then the barbell squat, back squat, or front squat, depending on what you're comfortable with, should be the bread and butter of your leg workout. Anything else is just kind of, toppings at that point. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna conclude it at this point. I don't really feel like filming the rest of my set. Like I said, I got one more set anyway, and then we're gonna do cardio. So pretty much done. Like I said, that's upper body, lower body, and then I got another upper body to finish off the week. And then Saturdays I usually try to, do any extra shit like accessories. So if I feel like I didn't really get my triceps or biceps or even chest or maybe even more calves, man, maybe I feel like my calves can probably go through another 5 sets of 10 heavyweight or whatever the fuck. I'll do that on the weekends on top of cardio and mobility, since stretching and being flexible is pretty much a good strong suit. So just gonna. I know I said I wasn't going to record it, but I took too much time talking. And I'm really adamant about timed rest periods. and getting right back. Lost count. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Yeah, that should conclude today's leg workout.